the room below is nobody's here. Naturally, as much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely... It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal, and finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolute...
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what? You don't look dead, Keller.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to...
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I just want to go home. I'm so cold, and but you can come and go as you please, can't you? So,
After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can... She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
and what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought?
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done...
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want. I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my own baby. I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses. The frigid air between...
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want? I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also did, and you ended too. But here you are, and you don't. I'm not so sure endings are real. How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older, a nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Too little, too late. But you can still make the...
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do any... We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong. Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home. I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments.
You're adorable when you're...
But I didn't say you could touch.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
You attempt once more to seize the princess, and once more you grip Oni cold.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you up.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of...
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest and... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? And yet it didn't. We're fine.
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what. The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have...
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon. Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But that's ours.
See you soon, kid.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor. You're on a path in the wood, and here the deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can... Wouldn't that get... I don't know. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have... Well, we didn't. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an in... That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void. And then you told us we were happy. Well, of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit. So you killed yourself? Yes. And then she killed... Even though she was already dead. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger, whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you... All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. If I had to make a wager, I'd say... That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity. So, yes, I'm the same me. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe they've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it. begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet here we are, walking away despite... You can only bend the rules so much, huh? You can talk all you want, but you can't really do much of anything, can you? Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. Hope for all our sakes that you change...
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. You make your way up the short path. The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the...
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the... We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't...
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how hard you try.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of... She isn't suggesting what I think she is. I'm sure.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the...
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top... Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't... The knife. Pick it up and cut me...
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. Just you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work. She didn't so much as utter... How is she... No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't... As the princess... Wait, watch me. You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back, okay? There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to... Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat, but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere in...
You poor thing. I'll go ahead.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her... It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to... Again? People don't die. What does it matter what... A warning. If that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you... Why do we feel so... We don't feel small. You take the blade. door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. It's still a stone basement. If her booming voice...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and...
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and cracks. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. No, the last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak!
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do... You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for... It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you?
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet. This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see. All you have to do is break.
Don't be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know.
I can, easily. But that isn't what The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of the destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song, the song of you, being so struck by my glory. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no. I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your better. Pick up that.
Do it.
It's what she...
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but as your eye falls on the blade, you reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy.
Okay, yeah. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You take that knife in your hand and slit your...
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End. No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is the blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do...
Look at you, quaking against my will. An ant. It's pointless to resist. In the end, but you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah! You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing free. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path? Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all another witness to her. I'm here to keep this. Oh, is it? No. Is it about the princess? We already know all. Not to be trusted, that one. No. I mean, yes, it's about the